played in almost every role now, it feels like. But still going to provide a ton of power and potential ganking opportunities. Is DJ trying to get a pull off? Not going to happen, though.
I wanted to see what Seb did out of curiosity. He had a 6-minute locket into Soul Ring, into a 13-minute mech. Of course, I don't get to see the rest of his items because they won the game at 19 minutes versus Team Undying. So
that's wild.
You can tell it went pretty well.
Yeah.
For them.
Middle tower is under attack.
Who was that against again? One more time?
A Team Undying.
Okay, got it. Yeah, and of course afterward, they're able to even up the series 1-1. That was the perhaps most surprising thing that was going on over on the side of Group A, is just the strength of Undying and what they've been able to do throughout this opening group stage event. As we see Matumba Man throw out a quick little stun there onto death and keeping the pressure on this Tidehunter. And that did open up with the wave pushing in, a slight little side pull action.
Yeah. Jabs, of course, utilizing the support nature profit. He has been doing some shenanigans with the treants. He was like blocking up the camps on the first minute, but now we do have the camp spawn. But of course, just because they're there doesn't mean you're going to get to use them. You can see what he's doing. He's just like sending treants in to ensure that the Vools are locked in that small camp and there won't be a pull down.
Up top, Zai drops down fairly low.
I love how he's harassing Puppy down here because he's using the treant where Puppy has to fight it, and he's still dealing with the Vool. So he's just look how much damage Puppy took. That was mostly the Vools, and of course he still has the debuff on, so he's missing all of that tango because of the small camp.
Yeah, it's a ton of pressure, and only the one tango left. Meanwhile, Sven doesn't have any regen. They have 2 sets of tangos and a salve on NP, and if they could have sniped this courier, actually it doesn't even have any regen on it there. So bottom might be run out of regen pretty soon on the old Radiant side, as Raven takes a little bit of a beating by Yapzor and Zai together. But so far, so good for Fnatic across the lanes. Take a look at this. They're up. Not looking too bad.
It's insane to think these treants used to do like 10 more damage, and Puppy is still just struggling this hard. You know what I mean? They have so much health. Like, what can you actually do?
I mean, as a disruptor, not a whole hell of a lot.
No.
That's for damn sure.
And he's like spamming Thunderstrike on it, but at this point he's got to be like, this just isn't worth it. Like, he's got 2 mangoes left, and at least he has the stick, but the Nature's Prophet is it's working at full force, and once again looks to be going for that urn. Also, of course, you can help with the runes.
Nicely played. Gonna be there.
Oh, that's so sneaky too. And he sends the trees into the bounty rune and denies it up top there. So it takes that away from Nisha, who has an empty bottle right now.
I mean, at the very least, it's a DK, so it's not like, you know, as bad as some of these other heroes that sort of need to have that rune for the HP regen.
It'll hurt his farming though. He can't spam as many breathe fires now.
Exactly, and that's going to be an annoying part to it. So a really good play there from Jabs. As up top, Zai and Yapzor keeping some amount of pressure onto Raven, although he's been pretty much free farming on this one. And it feels like it's just more a static lane where Zai and Yapzor are maybe getting outlasted a little bit because of the low base damage that they've got.
Yep, they're surviving though, getting levels, getting some points into spirits. You know, he will eventually make his way there to the dangerous IO life. The Yapzor just feeling very confident walking around here. Like, what is the punish on a Pango here, right? The only way he dies is if he basically messes up a swashbuckle. TJ, can he actually get this courier snipe? Oh, nicely done.
Well played. Yeah, knew that one was coming, I guess, and makes the movement over. Tries to get some harassment. DJ has the brain sap, the turnaround. Actually went aggressively there, though, and now with Jabs making the rotation. Zai going to get ran down.
Oh,
can he get out of there,
DJ's coming back in.
They're trying to do it. The turnaround. There's the nightmare afterwards. The beatdown onto Zai. Looking for him in the trees. And one more punch. No! Instead, DJ almost dropping down. Zai moves over with the spirits trying to find that kill.
So
but one more punch. He gets in too close. And DJ going to draw first blood.
After all that, DJ gets the courier and then first blood on Zai. He'll dance his way back to the fountain. Unbelievable.
That was sick.
Oh, man. Jabs is just making the most of this Nature's Prophet, right? Like, and this is what you have to do. When you play this as a support, you need all these early plays. You have to do all the little things because, you know, Nature's Prophet, it reminds me a lot of, like, Invoker where, you know, you probably always could have played every single fight better. I feel like Nature's Prophet, just by having this benefit of global teleportation, you probably could have played every single interaction in the entire game a little bit better based on those little tiny decisions you make, right? Like denying runes, getting up top to help out on little ganks, blocking out camps and pulls. it just gives you so much potential that it can be a lot of pressure.
Exactly. Incredibly high ceiling, skill ceiling on this hero. And, well, now
Up top, they missed a swashbuckle on the Raven.
Yeah,
Oh, this could have been death, I think, if he hit that.
Death's down bottom, actually. That's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, he got a little
Could have
bit
been
close
a
there.
death.
Okay, gotcha. It was a joke. It was
Yeah,
bad.
no, 9. Yeah.
Nisha gonna move up here and try and take down that tier 1 tower,
Puppy's
and
dead.
immediately they head out. Chuen moves down bottom afterwards as well, as they killed off Puppy. And gonna take his courier also. Oh, no mercy.
Top tower is under attack.
But the pressure going to be mounted. This is the normal thing that we see, the trade-off of each. And Zai, unfortunately to her Team Secret, just a little ways away from level 6. Otherwise, they maybe could have mounted a defensive down here.
Oh, they're very busy up top, though, so they'll be able to take that down. And this is the terrifying aspect, is that you have a core IO with a core DK, and like this is an extremely tanky duo. What are you going to do when there's a mech and a Holy Locket here?
Oh, a little bit of crying, maybe.
Oh, the chip vest, too? Oh, that's for Fnatic. Oh, they got it as well. We got double chip vest.
DJ, we've seen this story before, but it's going to end differently this time. So Matumba Man takes down the Bane, 8 minutes, and only 3 kills.
This is sick, though. Look where they are with a Sven. They're in your jungle for a Terrorblade, right? And this is the classic play you want to do versus a Terrorblade. It's a lot like an Alchemist, but it feels at least viable and a lot easier to do. You actually invade. You take away the stacks. And Terrorblade not really able to punish or play into you unless you get some sick setup for the meta damage. There is an Arcane Rune, though, on Chuen, so could maybe go for a play.
We'll be sort of curious where they prioritize their pressure, and it looks like Raven with meta back up 3 points in it is going to try and get some movement in with a gush, and yet that did not feel like a tanky DK.
No, and this is the big play as a Tidehunter, right? The threat of Ravage. You can't just like TP in there and try and save Nisha. You know he's tanky, and you know there's a good chance he'll make it there in time, but the big scary Fishman.
Coming online, and now Yapsor also going to get caught, has the pullback afterwards. Big old jump down for the kill.
Where did he go?
I mean, I don't know why they're walking in like this. There's a ward back behind the tower, and Fnatic, they'll say, all right, we'll take your kills, we'll take your tower, we'll take the lead. 2K gold up.
Oh, DJ snuck back there and got that ward down. Very well done there on the Bane. Probably going to get dewarded, and yeah, there it goes. But hey, it served its purpose, right? You got the tower.
Yes. And now another move down towards bottom as they just keep the train rolling. Relocate comes in afterwards, though. They want to break this one up. The Ravage a little bit too early, but they will kill off Puppy, and afterwards the Sun. Death doesn't have the man. Go, and now Chuen has to be a little bit careful. He zipped into that one, and now trying to zip away. He's down very low. If he's able to get out of here, this is good, but I don't think it's enough space created. Chuen just dies.
He even lost the raindrop there, too.
Oh,
Couldn't get out. The real pain.
And there was a regen as well.
Oh, yes.
God, imagine what could have been.
Losing Runes of Storm Spirit. It's a sad life.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right, so some quick answers back here from Secret then between the kills on bottom and the top and then right through the mid lane, too. And now they're pressuring these towers, and they know there's no Ravage. That threat is now gone, which I have to say, a bit of a worrying Ravage down bottom, I think, just for a kill on a support.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They still have some good room for Raven to farm. They weren't able to, on Fnatic, get that much pressure for that bottom tier 2 tower. As Yapsor's going to head off to the side and try and get out of there. Almost level 6 for
Death,
him.
Though. He's in trouble. They did pop the stun right away, but he has no TP.
Yeah, they have Glimpse also, and yeah, he is going to fall. So another kill by Secret, and well, maybe, yeah,
Eventually, yeah.
Meanwhile, found Zai in the jungle, so both offlaners going down. Chuen and GJ making the move. Back and forth we go across the map. These little skirmishes that keep on happening. I mean, that is one thing to sort of keep in mind, is that Secret have some great like catch potential with the 4 points and Glimpse, and obviously if you find the DK, that single target lockdown, and then likewise the Bane and then the global potential that each team has.
And you can see this vision that DJ's trying to get rid of here, as there are a lot of wards in both of their jungles, both their Ancients and their top. What Jabs has been doing has been very interesting. He's sitting in the dead lane up top, he's catching the waves as they come into the tower, and then he's forming this barricade wall of Trance to try and push out Matu and give back some of this jungle space to Raven. He just wants to make it so that, like, Matu is aware that they have full vision on him. And look at that, yeah, the nice plays, setting the Trance in. That is insane.
Oh, he almost denied the bounty rune too.
All right, that would have been full disaster. He did deny an illusion rune, though.
Wait, they just smoked in front of the Trance. Oh, Puppy's upset. He saw that. They know that this smoke is scouted. He pinged immediately the area, and now Fnatic's just going to back out. Jab's doing a lot on this NP.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Again, though, you have to do this on this hero to make it worth it, right? Because there's a lot of things that you're lacking compared to other heroes. It's more about that brain power. So Jab's 5 heading his way through this one.
At various points throughout this past year, it's felt like he's been the most valuable player. Think back to some of those amazing performances he had. A clockwork game where he's able to pick up a rapier at the last second and end that series. Well,
I mean, you got to be confident as hell to take position 4 away from DJ.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they're
true.
sharing some of this load and stuff, but like he is like walk the walk. You know, he's backed up all that talk that we've heard about in terms of
Wait a minute, though. We found, speaking of DJ,
Nice
Nightmares himself tries to back away, but will eventually go down. Death has Ravage available. Does he pop it? Keeps on getting interrupted. The Ravage finally comes out. Raven trying to bring down one. Nisha in some trouble as the right clicks come through, and now Matumba Man nowhere left to go. Reflection done.
that hood on Death. Coming through in the clutch right at the end in combination with a chipped vest. Just tanky enough to get through everything and pop off that Ravage. Much needed to reset that fight. Taking down Nisha and Matu.
This is Zai. I mean, he had 20 stacks of the Holy Locket, and they still couldn't keep these heroes alive throughout the course of that fight. I mean, this is supposed to be a window. I mean,
it really
I
is.
feel like Io should be pretty strong, but even before Terrorblade really gets fully online, just having the Dragon Lances looks like it's enough to fight.
Yeah, you're expecting this to be a game where Fnatic are forced into fighting under their towers and stuff because there's pressure from a DK and an Io, but instead they're actually invading, taking some space away from Team Secret, and Secret kind of respecting that. Yeah, again, like they're never coming back.
Yeah.
You lost them.
I mean, that's probably a good portion of the net worth. Look at Matumba Man. He comes back in to farm these, and the Treants keep on blocking it out.
If they sentry this, I'm just going to lose it. Like, if they come over trying to get a D ward, like, oh, they blocked our camps, guys. Oh, the Treant just wanders back in. Yeah, maybe that's why Nisha went Midas, It's just he's saving it from when he rolls up to an Ancient camp and there's a Treant sitting in, and he's like, ah!
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Another smoke up. They're going to head over this direction. But in the meantime, Matumba Man, because there weren't any Ancients to farm,
it's the
he
DJ
had to
classic.
go there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Chuan getting chased down. He might die for this one. Do they find the stun in time? Can't quite get there. Jabs, they're taking this down on the other side of the map. They will lose DJ.
Yeah, so what happened was that they were smoking towards bottom, and DJ popped the smoke. Yeah, they're going back in.
That's 3 rounds
and look,
in a row.
He's got one on the bounty rune, too.
Jabs is a monster on this Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, so DJ actually intentionally popped a smoke, and when that smoke popped, that's when they tried to go top to make the save play, too. And then they still ended up, of course, losing Matu, who is now just back on that wave top again. Visiting his own grave.
This is unbelievable. And again, like, so you look at all of those situations, the net worth differential that's existing, and then on top of that, the fact that Matumba Man has to go farm these more dangerous areas.
Free Orchid kill onto Yap. That just gone. They were smoking bottom. DJ was trying to lead with the arrow there to come down and push this tower. And Nisha, already having popped the ultimate, could be in a weakened state here.
Yeah, they have to change it.
Oh, 16 minutes. Is the Treant going to make it there in time? Oh, yeah, don't worry. He's got it. Oh, my God. When's the last time these Ancients actually spawned?
Literally.
Oh, wait, hurry. Hurry. Oh, it's a race against the clock. Oh,
Dude,
he's so good.
There again.
Oh, wait, no, you missed the camp. Boo. Boo.
What a scrub. No,
yeah, terrible. Can you imagine?
He is he is single-handedly responsible for this 3K gold lead.
Yeah.
Like, just those moves right there of blocking the camps with the Treants.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, well, your bottom tower is under attack. Their top tower is under attack.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See if anyone is going to get the full finish on the tier 2s. And yeah, it'll very quickly be Fnatic who grabs one. Stack Storm down.
Good. Backs away, looking for the glimpse now maybe. They pull back one. It's on to DJ.
Not the one they wanted.
No. Able to dodge again. At the meantime, the tier 2 tower gets taken. They can take out this outpost again.
They're gonna go.
So inclined as well.
They're gonna go Roche.
I mean, you gotta do something.
Yeah, they need something that Fnatic can't do. They can't farm their ancients. Oh, they actually. The ancients are gonna. Oh my God, they're coming again.
Yeah.
How is he always on this timer? Oh no, he's not gonna make it again, is he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God.
He's literally there again.
I don't care about anything else in this game except seeing these
And
ancients
the
ever spawn.
Treants scout out that Roche is there. They're looking to jump into this one. Maybe is it going to fall quickly enough? TPing in the
Oh,
big
you're
jump.
kidding me.
Chuan!
What?
Oh my God! Are
Okay,
you
all right, I'm
kidding
done.
me?
I'm done.
Chuan, you monster! Dude, this is the most tilting game for Secret I've ever seen. Can you imagine? Matumba, man, you pop God's strength, you want to hit Ancients, and they keep on just spamming lines and blocking them out with Treants. Unreal.
Who does a drive-by snatch in the TI group stage?
That was nuts. Can we gotta get a replay of that one right here.
The worst part is that we just have to give all the credit to Jabs again because he scouted it out.
He did.
I'm trying to credit other people, but look at that little
this.
tree that comes in. It's like, yeah, well, I was just blocking your ancients. What are you guys doing? Oh, hey. Woo!
As it
Dude,
died.
and Yasser's trying to cover it with the rolling thunder. How many heroes are able to make that play?
And he got it. He got the kill too.
It's just
what?
like, yeah, we can't even call it a snatch. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, that is actually my Roche and my Aegis.
Oh man, unreal. And these ancients still not spawning.
Never again. Matsu doesn't even come back.
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with this game. Get me out of here.
Dire's
18
top
minutes,
tower is under
5,000
attack.
gold lead. And listen, no matter what happens in this game, Nature's Prophet is being banned first phase game 2.
Radiant's middle
No
tower
question.
I would agree. Oh, well, speaking of the devil here, he's coming back in, thinking about a little TP.
Absolutely. It's over.
He just comes to the ancients. Ah, my home.
This is where you go. It's like a migration.
Look at him scouting with the treants, too, putting them in behind that tower like that up top, trying to see if anyone's coming through, and they're actually just going to TP out. They're going to group up and smoke by the looks of it here on
okay.
Secret. Either that or just like fan out and look for wards, as they will again find one up on this pillar.
Nisha, right there in front of them. The jump comes, the pullback is there. Do they have enough damage? Just not very tanky with the Midas BKB. It's not enough. Falls down dead yet again, and now the tier 2 tower are going to be claimed if they want to.
And the thing is, Yapstar was like 300 gold away from that Blink Dagger too, right?
Yeah.
And part of that comes down to, again, the lack of net worth on your cores. They're taking some of those more dangerous waves, right? Like, that's why Matsu's dying. The player who usually gets those waves is Yapstar.
Yes.
Everyone, you know, it bleeds down, right? It hurts those at the bottom. There is actually no trickle-down effect, it turns out, because those carries, once they lose their ancients, they just kind of stop the flood. They just take all the gold that they can find.
Too true. So the Terrorblade now, both Raven and Chuan are top net worths in this game.
Oh, he's going in again. He's
And
got
the
this
big
Aegis.
jump, looking for Matumba, man. Jabs there afterwards. They do go for the relocate away. But here's the thing that's frustrating. This is not a position for Io. This is the 3 that's going to end up falling right now.
And the way they play that too, right? You might think like, why aren't they jumping on the Io? But like, if you orchid the Io, then there's a chance that like the Sven stuns you and you still manage to get off like some sort of a saving relocate play after. If you just focus on the Sven and force the relocate, you're getting the core hero anyway.
Exactly.
He's coming back.
No problem. Well, continuing to build the lead, Fnatic. I will say that it doesn't feel like most of the things that have happened have been a natural extension of just having those ancients blocked and then, Secret being forced to go into some weird moves. It doesn't feel like Fnatic have had to make that like big aggressive play themselves yet. The game's kind of playing itself. Do you think they need to get anything done with this Aegis?
You gotta watch this Ancients though. It might die first. It's gonna be close.
We'll watch that one.
4,
But also a kill.
3. No, there's no time. The Ancients.
The Ancients.
Oh, they died first!
No.
It was too late!
Not perfectly timed.
See, aren't you glad that you watched
Look,
that instead of someone maybe dying?
They're pinging. They're like,
Yeah,
wow, it's finally
stop
here.
them! Get them away from the Ancients!
Oh, they're going to come kill him
They're
anyway.
gonna
The
kill
Yapsor
him.
from downtown. They jump on top of him and get the finish. Wow.
Look at the
Looking for
confidence
more?
from Jabs. He just TP's right in behind that
He does
tower.
not care. He's taunting in the ulti. No fears. Oh, Chuan has to be careful about a glimpse back. No. Timing is off. Won't pull him back into the base by now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But nonetheless, The pressure is being mounted. Fnatic, one of the two teams from Southeast Asia, hoping to move forward and represent their region along with T1. They've both had some pretty big revitalizations over the past couple of days. Feels like they're starting to find their form. See if they can keep it up here.
I feel like I haven't talked about Raven this entire game, and I feel like he's just been chilling, right? Like,
True.
What does he have to do? I mean, he had some great plays. He showed up with his metas and stuff when it was needed, but other than that, it just feels like this chaos from his teammates is just giving him everything he wants on this map, and now well on his way to a Scotty. He's nearly there.
All right, Secret, no slouches, not ones to roll over if things get messy. But they're going to smoke out as 5. And Raven already on the other side of the map. They saw Jabs down here, but
It's not who they want, though, is it?
I mean, secretly they might.
Mentally, you know, it could be a good morale boost to kill him. As we do have, of course, Matu has the buff, right? He's got the big swings thanks to the shard on Puppy. Part of the strat here, I'm sure.
But they're just going to say, all right, we're going to finally get some farm on these ancient creeps for our carry. It's been too long.
Death coming in here.
Oh, DJ in the area, pulls in onto one, trying to find that kill, but the roll back and forth. Pushes down to the low ground, though. The stun comes afterwards. Can they control? Puppy, right clicks, come through. Be able to get that Fiend's Grip, but afterwards broken. Now Matumba Man backs away. Zai off to the side. The pull in, the Ravage. It's going to connect. They try to get him out, but it's not going to happen. Zai under control, still sitting there. Mech unused. They can't do it. And another fight won by Fnatic.
Oh, great timing on that Ravage. And, of course, that's Death coming back in from the glimpse out of the fight.
Yeah.
TP to that tier 2, but he wasn't actually that far away. He was only the tier 1 mid. Could have been an intentional force out of the glimpse like that. Sometimes you'll see players do that. And, oh, yeah, Apsar.
They got him.
Yeah, I thought you were getting out of this one, but not so much here.
Chase down, and one more punch does the job. Fnatic, they came to play on this day 4. They are looking to close this one out and go into that main event with a hot streak. On the other side, Secret, you know, you got to be careful here. You lose this series, it's kind of okay, but I think next up they're facing Vici, if I'm not mistaken, and you know, if that happens, suddenly the upper bracket could get away from them.
Yeah, and you know what's really interesting too is Death, like, he's so farmed this game because of the way that they played and everything, and Puppy going for this shard, he's going for Slaughter Crescents. He's not going to have an Ag, so in terms of Disruptor versus Tidehunter, that counter does not exist in this game. Yeah. Right? He has BKB. And if you're not going to commit for the Aghanim Scepter, then you've lost out on this potential from your draft. Instead, they're trying to use it offensively to try and boost up Matu's game, probably because his game's gone so poorly. Like, you know, your Sven needs to be ahead.
Yes.
That's a matter of being even. He's supposed to be like 2K gold up right now.
But it does end up coming at the cost of, you know, like you said, Death having this completely free game to do what he wants.
Radiant's top tower is
So
under
we'll
attack.
see what ends up happening now, but right at this moment you can kind of tell the entire map, at the exception of the Radiant jungle, blocked out. And man, look at the vision that they're sort of taking and sending into this area just to ensure that there's safe places for Matumba Man to farm. They have to get the Sven big to be able to try and counter what Raven's doing on this Terrorblade. But Scotty done for Raven, and with 30 seconds until Roche is going to respawn, a relatively short one, this could be a quick move into the pit for Fnatic.
I do love how Japs is just waddling around on this map, by the way, with his Vanguard. Like, he's so slow. Look at him go.
It's true.
It's like, I teleport. I don't need boots.
Just a random Vanguard and going into Shiva's next. What a monster.
It's got the value. Very good game for it, that's for sure. But yeah, it should just be next Roche. You said 3 seconds, and that should catch it there. So they'll be well aware when that pops.
And there it is.
Death gonna run into Roche here, perhaps, if he wanders on over here. How fast can they Roche? Pretty damn fast. Yeah, I think they're good.
Did they realize it, though? They should. Maybe they thought that the Remnant popped afterwards, but yeah. Chuen? Oh, do you check? Well, this is a little scary. I mean, obviously, if you try and force a fight right now, then you can end up losing out on Roche if Secret win that engagement. But it feels like Fnatic are just comfortable waiting for Roche. Don't need to pressure the tempo that much. But, are they going to go for a fight? Oh my god. Dude, he's just a bully. What a guy. This guy snatches an Aegis, runs around, just kills a bunch of people, Jab's able to secure that kill at the end with the ulti.
it's always frightening in these kind of games versus a team like Team Secret because you know that they have this experience and they have a lot of good like backlog knowledge of how to come back in a game like this.
Right. And they've done it before.
They have done it before. This game is particularly difficult though because of so many reasons. Number one, probably because of the vision game, just because of jabs. That really hurts you, right? You've seen them burning through these smokes because the only way they can make an aggressive play is smoking because you're going to run into treants at some point because of the way the jabs is using them. The second thing is that they've gone for a two-core lineup, right?
Yes.
They have sacrificed the hell out of Zai, and that can be great when you have two heroes that are just giant. Like you could have expected in a game like this, but because they weren't allowed to get any farm on this DK and this Sven, now you just have two like weaker cores. You're just straight up down a core at this point. I mean, Jabs is ahead of Zai. And in that regard, they essentially have 4 cores on the side of Fnatic.
And 4 is better than 2, more often than not.
Unless you're golfing.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, next round of items coming out here as the Aegis and Shard is picked up, and TB very, very large. I think that's, oh, the Tidehunter Shard too, so you can become a Tower Sieger.
Oh, I love that shard. It is so good.
Radiant's
neat.
middle
And plus,
tower
it's
is
an IO
under
plus
attack.
1, right? You know?
Yeah.
Multiple heroes in the Anchor Smash, that's value.
Super value. Raven gonna push out this wave. They get back together. There's a DD rune up top, and this might be time to go now, finally, for Fnatic. Who do they
Dire
find?
are scanning.
Smoke up. Running down to the south is Matumba Man, and Dire scanning, looking for somebody. Not finding it, though.
They'll just come take the outpost back.
Absolutely. Secret, what's their play? I feel like it really just feels like they can only sit here and wait for high ground and hope for a mess up from Fnatic.
Yeah. How do you kill Raven?
Is this a mess up right here? DJ gets jumped on right at the start. Secret, all it takes is a second, jump forward, jump back. Juend already used a lot of mana here. They have to be careful about their movement. They bought back on Bane and are ready to go again. With no Static Storm and no Rolling Thunder, Fnatic, they're ready to go.
Well, not Jabs, though. He's actually farming Aegis trying to finish his Shiva's guard. He's 200 gold away.
What are you kidding
No,
me?
I'm dead serious. He doesn't want to come yet. Can you guys kill that tower?
Yeah.
Please? Hurry up.
Take care of that.
I want my item.
They chase down. Nisha ready. Stun there. Matumbo Man trying to beat him down. The jump for the backlines. Hoping to find Zai. They were able to get him. BKB out. They buy back now on the tide. That has been used, though.
Jabs is still farming.
Literally AFK
He's got
farming.
it. He's got it. I'm coming, guys.
The classic pub experience right now.
Death and DJ have bought back already. But Jabs is now ready to contribute.
Fnatic heads in. There's the pull. They found Nisha. Jumps the backlines. Jabs immediately into very low
No,
HP.
no, the Shivas.
Oh my god, are they going to
He's
sunder
fine.
him? No, they're not going to sunder, but the turn. Able to get the relocate out last second, but he still ends up dying.
Under attack.
Wait, what? Where did they die? Oh
in the
my
fountain.
god. In the fountain, they managed to find the kill.
The Orchid Soul. Soulburn got him for 547.
They were still getting the Fiend's Grip.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
That's pure damage, baby.
Unreal. Roll back through. Static Storm combo yet again. Do they have enough to bring him down, though? Raven is there. Has
2
the
seconds,
Sunder
Sunder.
back up into the turn for the kill. Fnatic. They came to play on this day number 4 and are looking solid in this one. The IO buyback. Will it be enough? Raven down low. Still has the Aegis afterwards. Who cares? It's just going to Sunder up DJ. And now the treants will spawn. The buildings will fall. And Fnatic looking to go up here.
Yeah, Chuan's Ags, when that gets delivered, I think that's the final stroke. I don't think you can fight Storm Ags at this point.
Like, have another buyback.
He's so confident right now.
This is
Look
a
how low he looks
plan.
like he's the one with the Aegis.
Chaps ends up dying. Falls apart right there towards the end. And Fnatic, with that, are actually going to respect the potential. And they're going to try and head out of their death. A bold TP.
Yeah.
And in the end, will be brought down. So it does look like Secret able to hold
Radiant's
on.
middle barracks are under attack.
2 racks down. 17,000 gold after 1 billion buybacks from Secret.
Yeah, that was a classic, like, oh, they're probably just going to GG. So
Right.
they may have lost someone for nothing, but that's fine. It's not going to matter in the end. Well, more than likely. You never know. Perhaps Secret will be able to find that comeback. But I think Fnatic just looking so strong in the next team fight again. Like, Ravage and Stormags versus these heroes, that's a very dangerous combination. Like, if he catches these BKBs down,
Right. Well, and the plus side too for Secret is that you also are about to run out on the Aegis for Terrorblade.
Yeah.
So that does open up some possibilities here, but like you said, it's really hard to imagine fighting into that big wombo combo that we see from the Tide and the Storm. Zai, in the meantime, finishing that Glimmer Cape and the mech, and Nisha is starting to slap.
Yeah, they did give up a tower because of that.
Yeah.
This is completely free.
His middle tower has fallen.
Of course, I say that, I feel like Chuan's just like, someone's holding them back right now.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, didn't you see? I stole that Aegis, guys. Come on.
You know
I
how
can
good
do
am?
this. Yeah.
Pushes out these side lanes again with jabs on this Nature's Prophet. And we are 3 minutes away from Roche being able to respawn. Still, you do have to think about what happens as this Dragon Knight gets more and more farmed. Like you talked about, you know, the 4 cores that Fnatic have. The IO does kind of turn these heroes into super carries. And I think that Dragon Knight is one of those that's perpetually underrated how strong it can be if you actually get items.
Well,
on the
especially
DK.
the Ags, right? Which theoretically, we're going to third Roche,
Oh, that's a good point.
right? We might have something there.
There's a possibility if they can win a fight. But that's going to be the hard part, right? Is winning that fight.
True.
Puppy, after going in for the Aghanim Shard, is queuing up the Scepter and is, what, 1,400 gold away from this one at this point? Could be a nice pickup. Make all the difference in
Man,
the world.
He has found a ton of gold, actually. That is crazy. I mean, clearly they're prioritizing him and giving him a lot of space, and he's one of the better heroes at this point in pushing out the waves because he has Max Thunderstrike and the talent.
Wait a minute, though. Fnatic smoked up as well. Looking for a fight over here. Matumba Man, the one that's going to break it. Or
Watch
maybe
this
it's
Lincoln's
Zai.
on
Gotta be
Chuen.
careful. Looking for the jump. Death finds an opening. They pull back onto 2. Ravage afterwards, but they have Io nearby. Can he keep him alive? No, he got Nightmare. Oh, DJ, what a play. The interrupt before the relocate could come out, and now they follow for more. 6 stuff from the squad. Fnatic found the out that Secret had, and they put a sock in it. Now looking for more afterwards. Fnatic with no buyback. They have the Fiend's grip from far away. Nisha gets chased down, but will go invis. That Glimmer Cape keeping him survivable. Eyes on the prize. Fnatic focus back towards the tier 4 towers, or going for the racks. Really well played by Fnatic in that last engagement.
Jabs
though.
us back, and look at the army.
Yeah, he's here.
Got a couple of the greater treants in there, too. Taking things down with the Shard. And that is Megas.
And, I mean, again, just like the individual effort from each of these players of Fnatic, they jump on one side, and DJ having that presence of mind to find the IO and interrupt that relocate.
And also just like Death being so confident, just like jump with the Ravage, right? Because that's all you need. Once you have Storm Ags, just if you catch me without BKB, just Ravage. Like 2 heroes is just so game winning at this point. They know that those bigger heroes too, like the Sven and the DK, are going to be spending out every time. They're not going to keep buyback because there's so much pressure on them to have a really high damage value right now. Plus, they're both transformation heroes. You have God Strike and you have Dragon Form. They're not buyback heroes, right?
Yeah,
it's a one and done. If they are there without BKB, you ravage them.
16,000 gold lead, and Roche going to be a 2-minute long respawn, which will allow all abilities to come back up again. So maybe that gives you enough time for Puppy to finish off the Aghanim Scepter. Still 900 gold away, just about. And with this Philosopher's Stone, you know, it's putting in work. See if you can get there or not. But even with the Ags, it's sort of going to require a
It's tough.
pretty big flub from Fnatic for them to win.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, it's Megas. Like, I feel like it would have to be like some crazy like blink eggs where like they don't even think there's a chance that it's happening, so they're clumped up, and maybe you catch like 3 or 4 of them or something, and Sven's just wailing away. But you know, they have the heroes. It's not completely over.
See if they can do it. Still that minute away, and Secret just gotta sit back and think about the sins of the past.
If you do manage to lose this game as Fnatic, that 5% chance becomes much higher just due to morale, I feel like.
Right, that's true.
I feel like Fnatic just I feel like they're respecting Secret a lot, which, you know, I would say is a good sign right now.
Absolutely.
Because they're giving very few opportunities for Secret to get back into this one. They're not, they made that one perhaps a little bit too long in the mid lane, but that's fine. Other than that, very chill play, patiently waiting for Roche, keeping an eye on it with the Treants. Now, to Secret's credit, they have a ward over there too. So they'll probably see some movement near the pit when it's actually happening. We might get a fight there thanks to the relocate.
True enough. I will also say that I mentioned this earlier. I don't see a world where Jabs doesn't get banned out on Nature's Prophet for Game 2. I mean, to be
It just
fair,
seems
though,
too frustrating.
it is a puppy situation. Puppy has, you know,
That's true in two ways. Number one, maybe Puppy wants to play it. Number two, the stubbornness.
Yeah,
I assume is what you mean.
the stubbornness about, like, you know, strong beliefs on the draft. And I mean, when you're right, you win everything, and when you're wrong, it can, you know, look a little bit crazy to people on the outside looking in. But there's a reason he is the only pro player to have been to every TI. Trying to continue that streak here if they can pull this one back. But Fnatic looking in control, complete control of this one, with the refresher shard soon to be on death. Which is, I'm assuming, where we're going to see this. No, Death just walks away. He doesn't want it. They don't want anything.
No, no
Sure.
cares. Yeah, you don't want cheese? No? Okay.
Perfect. All right, Secret. Can you hold? What's the perfect fight look like, Trent?
For Team Secret, the perfect
Ooh,
fight.
Axe, by the way. Axe Puppy.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, it's got to be the Storm and the TB. I mean, TB has Aegis, so we kind of ignore TB. Maybe
Okay.
TB just like tries to siege without meta and then loses Aegis. That could be nice, right? That happens sometimes.
All
You know,
right.
they're just sitting there like holding until after. Same with the BKB, and then you catch him with the Ags on the summon. That would be a good start. They have to be unsuspecting of the Ags, and Puppy's covering that right now, right? He's smoked up with the Ninja Gear. Perfect item in this exact scenario. He does not want them to know that it's readying up.
Ninja Gear action. And will Fnatic give them an opportunity, or are they just going to run it on in and take the buildings, all of them, all at once?
I feel
Slow
like
and steady.
Chuen's going to bail out with a zip.
Jumps in, pulls for
Like
one. Can
that.
they find an opening? The roll through. Wants to get this kill onto Storm. There it is. No BKB
All right, he's
reaction.
stuck.
The control is there. Death, but with the follow-up and the BKB, it's going to be enough.
Oh, he bought back.
They turn around, looking for more now. The jump out. Jabs trying to TP away.
it's a
Will
long
be able to
jump.
get out of there and jump from long range. Pulls back onto two. Zai trying to get that relocate, but they're able to interrupt. Nice combination. Comes out with that refresher. And, well, looking for any more. Nisha ends up falling. Matumba Men, the last one. Well, no, with the reload or the buyback, they might be able to do something more here. But there's no God strength. It's just so hard.
Yeah, they're scared, though.
The stun.
They're running.
The chase down, the couple of punches, they're able to find the kill. Sunder afterwards to get a little bit of a retreat away. So they did also lose Jabs in all of that again.
Yeah. That was a nice static turn to start things off there to force that first death on the Storm Spirit and then get him into the buyback. And the Giant Zip, what a classic Storm play. Zipping from the outpost, and you get there with no mana.
Yeah, that was a little dubious. So just like that, we end up in a very close situation.
I didn't get a fight recap. I was curious.
Are scanning.
Oh, nice. Quite a big gain there, even with 3 buybacks.
Absolutely. Oh, and there we go. DJ
My
just
bad.
drops.
I'll take the blame on that one.
Oh, no blame. There's no blame. Nobody
They
saw
got a
it.
gem out of that, too. Well, that was the problem, is that nobody saw it. You see, see, nobody saw the kill because I was making
Got
you
it.
do stuff. Oh, we can replay it.
Oh,
We
there
can
it is.
replay it. Boom. Technology.
Big replay.
So this is that initial Static Storm coming through. As you get great blink from Yapstor there to get him stuck inside the Static Storm in the first place. Boom. That's like step number 1 in the fight, right? Death had the Ravage, but Matu with a good timing on the BKB. Then you can see this buyback, TB to the outpost on the mini-map at the bottom of your screen. Look at this step. Woo! Does a little like 180 halfway through there. Then pops the refresher, I believe, right there for the second pull. Which is pretty cool. Gets the second damage there. But then they couldn't finish because then you're kind of out of resources as Storm.
Yeah, it got a little bit funky in the end. Again, this situation where you dive in that quickly, you need to be able to find those kills and then transfer that into actual building damage, and it didn't end up happening. Raven still has a minute and a half left on this Aegis. Meta ready to go for a round 2.
Oh.
See if Fnatic want to make it happen. But again, you lose heroes at this point. The buyback status becomes a problem.
Raven just got the Tome as well for the 25, so he's the plus 20 on the Metamorphosis duration. Not the Sunder cooldown.
Interesting. Well, do they opt to go again with this Aegis? They're going to smoke up, and it looks like they're heading in.
Look at Yapsor. He's so ready for this right now. He's actually preparing for this sort of a play, wondering like where they're going to be smoking and everything. And if they show up, he can just TP out.
I mean, I think they're just running it down mid, right? Oh, no. Puppy's showing on the lane. This is a huge kill if they can get him.
They don't want to jump that early, though. And look, they have the treants. They kind of know this is bait.
Oh, man. Through the side. Jabs ready to jump on the back line.
Matu's
They find, there it is. They find one with the Fiend's Grip, able to take down Matu on the other side. Oh, it's so much control and not a whole hell of a lot of answers. Oh, Zai trying to keep Nisha alive. The turnaround with the Static Storm might be enough to take down Death. They actually pull back in one. That's on Jabs, but it's not enough for the kill.
It's so tough.
It's an incredibly hard fight for Secret to take, and Fnatic, after killing Matumba Man, having no buyback on him, they're going to focus down these buildings, and a long duration meta should enable them to slowly but steadily whittle this down.
They knew all that matters is Matu's BKB, so they just jumped him right away. He didn't get off in time, fight's done.
Jump in afterwards, the pullback, Chuan able to focus one, Yapsor starting to drop down the other, and with that, GG is called. Fnatic taking game number 1.
42 minutes.
I mean, this starts to raise some interesting questions from the groups. I think a lot of people just expected Secret to come in here and close this one out in an easy 2 games. Suddenly, this might open up some of the spots.
Tiebreakers,
absolutely. A lot to watch for.
You guys want more Dota, right?
Absolutely.
Isn't that what we all want? This is a short day. There's only 3 series. We need tiebreakers. That's what we're here for. Oh, what a masterful game. 42 minutes. My production's shaking their head. Turns out they like sleep. That's weird. We have to give so much credit again to the, not only like obviously the way Jazz played that early game. We're going to talk about it a lot. I hope you guys do as well, because that was incredible. But as a whole unit, Fnatic, they were very chill. All right. They really respected Secret. They didn't make too many mistakes. That is the key to keeping a victory like that when you have such a nice early lead.
Yeah, keep it cool, calm, collected. That's the way to do it.
Doesn't work for some teams.
We're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, Fnatic versus Secret, game number 2. welcome back, all you wonderful people. Day 4 continues right now with Series 1, Game 2. Lots of numbers. We're already into it, though.
Into the draft. There are heroes here. Didn't work. Oh, I didn't hit the button.
There it is.
Sorry.
There it is.
My bad.
Thank you.
Missed
Thanks
it.
for hitting that button. Jeez.
I always get things covered here.
10 seconds remaining.
More heroes, more
Turn to
Dota.
battle.
No, Io. Will there be Nature's Prophet? Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Are you ready?
Think so? They're going to let it through?
Are you ready?
Secret are going to let it through? Dude.
All right. Well, there's a discussion.
All right.
Because if Fnatic ban Monkey King,
Yes.
then I think
Then there won't be a Monkey King.
that's true. I think Secret might ban the
10
Nature's Prophet.
seconds remaining.
But
Okay.
if they don't ban the Monkey King,
5 seconds
I
remaining.
could see them leaving in the Nature's Prophet, 'cause then they'll have Monkey versus Tree, and I feel like that's pretty good. Or Monkey versus Nature's Prophet, and I feel like that's a pretty good matchup. Support versus support.
Secrets turn to battle.
Well, Fnatic, they didn't ban the monkey.
Of course, now here's an issue. What if Secret, like, if you ban Nature's Prophet, then they might just Monkey.
Fanatics
Monkey's really good,
turn to
so
They ban the monkey.
that's a problem. They say it's a problem.
So the thing was, we didn't get Nature's Prophet first. It was the second, third picks, right?
Yeah, it was a 2-3 tied NP.
Right.
Yeah,
so I
so-
think that right now the thought process is if you take Nature's Prophet,
I agree with that. You don't take it first.
okay,
Because, like, you're fine if Secret take it. Weaver's a very good matchup versus the Nature's Prophet anyway.
all right.
It is hilarious how, like, this hero is, like, totally ignored in a lot of series. Now suddenly we're discussing as if it is the only thing that matters in this draft. But it kind of is right now.
I guess the other thing about it was that so
10
much of why it
seconds
was
remaining.
like highly prioritized was you could pair it together with that Tide Hunter and what
5
it did.
seconds
I guess that
remaining.
actually with the Weaver pick now, you could end up seeing the whole draft without it getting taken again.
Or it could wind up being, like, some 3 Weaver, for all we know. And then
Right.
you still get the NP. Or it could be a 5 Nature's Prophet.
So here's a question for you then. Do you think that the side mattered that much, like NP on Dire side and where the pressure was being put?
Ooh, that's a good point. It is way better on Dire, I think.
Okay.
For some reasons. Like, I think that if you think about that cluster of up top where there's, like, Roche, Ancients, Hard
Yeah.
Camp, Rune, being able to scout all of that and just keep sending a swarm in there is more powerful than sending, like, one Treant to block the Dire Ancients, you
Yeah.
know? And that area gets, like, I don't know, like, farmed up more efficiently
Right.
than the Dire side does.
Yeah, that's an interesting little tidbit that we can keep our eyes on with that. But
10
Secret going to
seconds
take the other
remaining.
hot stuff. I think I saw. I don't remember if it was Nahaz or who it was, but somebody was putting out
5
tweets
seconds
about the
remaining.
top hero picks, and most picked.
Fanatics
One of them
turn
being
to
Elder
battle.
Titan, but it's also one of the highest win rates. It's like got a 60% win rate or something like that.
It's a good hero.
Which
good
is crazy.
hero.
Invoker.
Oh, the crowd. If we had cheers during the draft, they'd be cheering right now. Are there cheers during the draft? Can you guys test? Try cheering.
Cheer. Press 1 to cheer now.
I don't actually know if it
10
works.
I don't think it
seconds
does.
remaining.
But if it does work, we'll know because it's an Invoker pick. This is what everyone loves to
5
see.
seconds
You know,
remaining.
it's good. They have the last pick as well. Who knows? Perhaps we'll wind up with a little bit of flex on this Invoker.
Fanatics
We'll
turn
keep
to
our eyes
battle.
on that. The Tide Hunter gets taken from Fnatic. So this is, again, one of those heroes that can make all the difference in the world in terms of like how you can play. You can play much more aggressively than you would be able to otherwise. Real quickly, before we continue on with the rest of this draft, giving you all an update as to what's
Spoilers!
going on
Spoilers!
all around
Woo,
the
woo,
rest
woo.
of the area.
Please.
Don't actually have a full spoiler yet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough then.
But, well, actually, no, I do. So, so the other streams that are going on right now, there's LGD versus Elephant, which is obviously going to
10
determine
seconds
Elephant trying to
remaining.
make a run at that top spot into the upper bracket. Quincy Crew versus
5
SG
seconds
playing
remaining.
for their
Turn to
lives.
battle.
NA versus SA, trying not to be eliminated. And right now, Quincy Crew up about 16,000 gold or so in that other game. Team Spirit took their first game off of Beast Coast. Team Spirit, after an 0-4 start, are looking to try and win out here.
Dude, they're doing
and they
it.
have a decent shot
I'm a
at being able to
believer.
actually
10
end up in the upper
seconds
bracket.
remaining.
You believed it from right the first
I
game we
did.
saw.
I did. Spirit Breaker, not a
5
hero here at
seconds
TI,
remaining.
and not gonna be running into Team Spirit and stopping them. Like, can you
amazing.
imagine if they lost their last game to Spirit Breaker?
That
would
Whoa,
be so amazing.
that would be hype.
But you do have Fnatic also versus Secret, which is the match that we're on right now. And as we've talked about multiple times, Fnatic trying to stave off the idea of elimination. I don't believe that it's fully confirmed that with that last win they can't be eliminated, but
10
it's
seconds
much less
remaining.
likely that it happens.
This group's wild, dude.
It really is, right? There's like so many
Bad.
possible outcomes. But
all to the last day.
But Secret, of course, with that loss, it leaves them open to being kicked out of the upper bracket, which is definitely spooky. With Beast Coast also losing a game to Team Spirit, this is like sort of the pathway that it could happen towards. So we'll keep our eyes on that and what ends up happening here. Of course, Secret's last game of the day, the last game of the group stage, will be against Vici Gaming, and that one happens right at the end of the day, which will determine their fate most likely, along with everybody else that's happening. So back into the draft now, Trent. Break down the bands.
Guys,
it's all a bunch of fun stuff.
there's really nothing here. We got Tide Hunter on one side, so he doesn't want to play versus Ursa. Ursa's pretty good. It's annoying. You got an Invoker picked by Secret, so they ban out the Faceless Void. And, of course, Doom, same logic as the Ursa, makes Tide Hunter very sad. Team Secret, they're banning out some annoying lane matchups and game matchups for the Invoker. So they banned out the Templar Assassin.
Perfect.
They banned out the Void Spirit.
Get him out of there.
And now,
Team
their last ban will be
Secret's
the Nature's Prophet.
Hey, there it is.
It's a might as well right there.
I like it very much, and we're going to get a little bit of an update here from our production
Spoiler
person as well.
alert.
Yes, Quincy Crew won game number 1. We love production around here. They just give us all the info when we need to. A little bit of heart and chat
And
from production.
replays.
Yeah, replays too. That's true.
Really cool. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting an Invoker and a Rubik.
When in doubt,
Aren't we blessed?
bring back the Yappy Rubik.
He wants to win. I mean, there's a Weaver and a Tide, right?
True.
I love the current meta of Weaver being everywhere because it means you can pick Rubik every game and feel good about it.
10 seconds
I think
remaining.
Weaver might be my favorite steal. It definitely used to be Ice Path, but maybe I just haven't had enough
5
Jakiros
seconds
on the enemy team
remaining.
lately. But Shikuchi feels incredible. I feel like you can just do so much, especially because it's one of the best spells to have like when the fight starts, right? You're coming into a fight in the early game with that movement speed as Rubik. You sneak in, you get a telekinesis, and you're in a position to grab pretty much whatever you want as your next spell.
And it feels like also when you have these positioning heroes that like it can allow you to make plays and like openings that you wouldn't otherwise be able to. So it's by and large just really, really good stuff. And we've seen in the last series that we cast with Secret, which was against LGD, they did some amazing plays with the Shard also on Yapsor with like Shadow Blade on the Tiny that was playing with them, and then they would go lift into initiation, so it was like a free stun, and then Tiny could like back out of the fight and reinitiate with Blink
10
Dagger again.
seconds.
'Cause you
Yeah.
need Blink Dagger to fight.
They could do that with any other Silver Edge hero too here,
They
right?
could do it with Elder Titan.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, it's a little different, but
But yeah, anything that has like, I mean, Silver Edge is the best idea here, right? Because this would be a situation where you could be Silver Edge Invis, tossed in by the Rubik onto the Tide, you get the Silver Edge break hit, and combo for the kill with no Ravage.
sounds good.
Team
That would be
Secret's
wild.
turn to pick.
So now we see coming from Fnatic, the Ogre Magi. This is the hero that I first saw come on with Secret actually in these group stages, and really trying to make maximum use of that Aghanim Shard once you get to the later stages.
10 seconds remaining.
You're kind of annoying versus Invoker, I guess, for the Dispel, right? Because like same thing with an
That's
Ember,
right.
right? They're picking
Seconds
Ember and
remaining.
Ogre, so these Tornadoes gonna be pretty boss. But I'm excited to watch another Spirit Hero from Chewin, because that was insane last game. Like he made all the plays you could ask for.
Dude, that Aegis steal, that was sick.
You mean that Roche and Aegis steal?
Yeah, I mean,
Let
he
us
got
not
everything.
forget.
It was perfect.
It turned out he was actually Roshing. It was Secret who were attempting to steal. Who knew?
Like, this is my property. Get out of here. Really good stuff. Secret, last pick out of the second phase, and they'll have last pick overall. They've already, I mean, that's the thing, like you're talking about, picked the counter to the Ember in the second phase with the Invoker picked there. So now, like, I mean, I don't know what
Slark?
that you don't
Matu
much.
Slark game? I think it's coming.
Fnatic's turn to
I could see that being banned out if it doesn't happen, but they're prioritizing the Mars instead. Maybe preemptively thinking about if a TB came in, Mars kind of good against that. So making that less likely to come from Fnatic for the Raven hero.
But they could just ban it.
They could.
They have 2 bans.
That's
10
true.
seconds remaining.
Mars.
don't
Does
know.
anyone know? Quick, someone put it in chat, and then I'll say
5
it.
seconds
I don't like
It's
Mars.
really smart.
It's weird. What a weird hero. We've been like the thing about Mars too is I particularly don't like it against like these mobile heroes.
Yeah. Like,
Team
namely, of course, the
Secret's
Spirit
turn
being
to
the big
ban.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that sentiment from Fnatic. They're just like, yeah, I guess we have to ban TB, right? Because, like, once they have the Mars, now that might be, as you were saying, I guess, what Secret could have been angling as a possibility towards. Very strange.
10 seconds
So they
remaining.
take
Maybe
that
they
one
want
away.
Arc Warden or something, like another hero that's equally as destroyed by
5
Arena.
seconds
Oh,
remaining.
okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could happen.
Are we hoping not? Are we not Arc Warden gamers here? I don't know. I haven't seen one in so long that I'm kind of down.
Has it even been picked so far? I feel like I haven't
It
seen
must
it
have been.
anywhere.
I haven't seen one, but I feel like I haven't seen it in the
Turn to
list.
ban.
Okay.
Oh, we shall see though.
Luna banned out.
Bloodlust heroes, the annoying ones, right?
Yeah. I feel like Spectre is a really good pick for Fnatic right now.
Or Secret, honestly.
Yeah.
It's very legit for both teams.
10
I
seconds
think if I'm
remaining.
Secret, I ban that out now. I mean, what? So the weird part of it, right, is that
5
like if
seconds
you take some
remaining.
ranged hero for Secret, it's bad to play against Spectre. So like they have to figure out, do we want to play Spectre ourselves? And I think if they do that, like what's left if you give Fnatic Spectre, like what do you play as Secret to deal with
Yeah,
that?
I think Lifestealer's still in too, which looks kind of okay.
Okay.
For both teams, really. Lifestealer, Slark, Spectre. Secret have also pulled out the PL, but this does not look like a PL game.
I think they have to anticipate that it's going to be a Spectre ban from Secret. And then it's a question of like, okay, so can we afford to ban out a Spectre counter, or do we want to ban out like, this other hero that would destroy our draft regardless of that? Is Slark something that is that big of an issue, you think?
I don't know, it's a Matu Slark, and it's a Tide Hunter, so tends to kind of ruin your game. They're very well acquainted with each other, both being from the sea.
Okay.
So that's why the
Team
matchup's so bad for
Secret's
Tide.
turn
You
to
see?
ban.
Take it out.
Aye, matey.
Hi.
Ahoy, Slark pickers. We ban thee.
He is gone.
Back
Get
to the
heck out.
landlubber carries. Well, unless they Naga. That's the other one, right?
Ooh.
They'd be friends.
Fnatic
It's not good, though.
turn
Don't
to
pick it. And as you said,
Yeah.
geez, the meta is stale when we're sniping them.
I mean, I think that's a Fnatic specialty, though, right?
True.
Like, that's a
True, true.
Fnatic and a Secret, like, unique thing. Because I still feel like there's a lot of different possibilities that you can pick at carry. Like, I saw Drow the other day, and it looked good.
remaining.
Yeah, don't Dusa, though. I'm not liking the Dusa here. Please don't Dusa into Invoker and
5
ET
seconds
and Mars.
remaining.
Okay, that's literally unpickable. So we should
Yeah.
not be getting Dusa here. Could be okay for Secret, though.
Turn to pick.
Oh my God, it
The
happened.
one game you don't talk
the
about it.
one game, it's not mentioned. The Ricky finally appears.
Dude, talk to me about it.
Ah, I was predicting this here would get picked, but I actually thought that we'd see more offlane Rickies. But position 1 Ricky, well,
10
honestly, I've
seconds
mostly been
remaining.
mentioning it with the IO, so I wouldn't have suspected this. It is a pretty good Bloodlust hero.
Okay.
5 seconds
Don't go
remaining.
Battle Fury. Shout out to Wagamama. He's got the math. He knows. Get Maelstrom. It's better. With all the tricks of the trade stuff.
Right.
And it's got some mobility versus the Mars. That's pretty cool, right?
Man, and this, like, thinking about the heroes that are left, like a Drow or, what else is, like, sort of sit back and punch things. Like, all those sort of chill heroes you can't really pick anymore.
They might Sven.
Like, Deuce, I don't think you can do. Is Sven even work, though?
I think he's got some pretty nice stuff versus the Ricky,
Okay.
right? Like the Warcry looks pretty good in a game like this too versus the Ember, as well as even like the Tide and the Weaver. Like you're buffing everyone's armor. You got Alacrity. It's definitely playable.
Okay.
But they will go for the PL.
Choose your
All
hero.
right.
Oh,
I
maybe
mean,
Battle Fury's feeling better now.
okay, but issues. It is an Ember game. It is like I feel like Tide's like kind of okay versus PL. I feel like you get a good Ravage off. You get one Anchor Smash. PL's identified. That can be pretty nice. But Secret believe in this hero. They've gone for it before. They had an amazing game. I can't remember versus who, but it was pretty stompy. They made it look really strong.
All right, well, this game number 2, Fnatic versus Secret, teams trying to secure their spots in the main event. And for Secret, this is the type of game that might end up spell the difference between upper bracket finish and lower bracket finish. And having to start in the lower bracket is just such a slog for these teams. Getting through best of ones, and then, of course, afterwards having to just play a whole series of best of threes, one after the other. So this game vitally important, and in the midst of all of that, Fnatic gonna take the Ricky. Is this the first Ricky? We'll do a quick little see,
I think it is.
I think it is.
I'm fairly sure. Also, what's kind of cool about this PL instead of the Sven is just like all that minus armor that Fnatic are
Oh,
stacking.
yeah.
Like you actually have an agi hero, right?
That's
like,
true.
Because Sven, you think having Warcry, true. It's nice for you, like your allies, but you're still a strength hero at the end of the day.
True.
So there can be some issues there. All right, let's see. And these stats have been a little wonky, so I won't give 100% certainty because of like the way the game's been going and everything. Super fast. Servers overloaded. There is no Ricky picks or bans thus far.
Wow.
This is the
Impressive.
first one as far as we can tell.
Well, game 2, Ricky. Let's go.
Allegedly, still ignored at this point, will be Brood, Huskar, Coddle, Lone Druid, Meepo, Omni Knight, Zeus, Warlock, Techies, Spirit Breaker, and Outworld Destroyer.
God, I'm going to mess up the Outworld
Is that his
Destroyer
name?
Yeah. Why did they change that? I
Is
don't
that right?
understand.
I don't even know anymore.
Like, what was... You know what? Devour, not good enough. Destroy. That's what we do. Uh-oh, Raven. It's the blink strike away. And, of course, the Ricky with the wonderful taunt that he gets to throw out. This is what we've really been missing here at this TI group stage so far is teams getting ready to battle. Oh, that's going to be a big spirit that comes back through here. They want to get up close and personal, get a little bit fresh and fancy free. But we'll have to see.
30 seconds.
Okay, no, it only hit like 2 heroes. Never mind. I thought it was way bigger than that.
Huge spirit.
Unbelievable. Ooh, ward play down though. That one's gonna get scouted, so should be one D ward and potentially we'll see if they can get the second one. Secret might try and go for the D ward on this high ground if they recognize what was happening. But Fnatic step over into the river, and it looks like Secret will give them a free pass to head out and trade off the bounty runes 2 apiece.
Jeez, how many musical taunts do we have here? This is getting a little ridiculous.
This is what Dota is now.
This is Dota. It's chat lines and
What a
musical
timing.
taunts.
Dude, I love this game so much. Yeah, they said it best there, Jabs.
Ah, that is true, though. It really is the best.
So heading out across all the lanes. We've seen this time and again. The dual minus armor offlaners with a Weaver and a Tidehunter when you end up getting that gush a little bit later for death. The other one that we saw a lot that looked really good was the Snapfire,
Yeah.
which got banned out pretty early.
Tide Snap, Tide Weaver. Very good at just bullying. And ET, you do get the bonus armor, of course. That is pretty helpful when you're utilizing your spirit. Not something you really think about, right? Because you're so focused on just like them running away. But that's why he's got the favorable trades.
Danger, danger. For the other heroes, if you can actually let that ET just beat away at you. Puppy trying to get that bonus damage, and will put the hurt on to death.
I will
but
say, you know, PL actually starts with pretty low armor. He only has 3. Like, compared to the other Agi heroes, Ricky has 6. And so in this place, Stone's hitting, he's down to 1 armor.
that's really good. If they can keep that up, there could be some pressure potential there on the Matumbo man. Already has the Spirit Lance leveled, but does get level 2 beforehand, so we'll have access to that Doppelganger if that's what he wants to go for.
Do you think Puppy's... I feel like Puppy's dying first this game. I feel like he's in a very precarious situation. I feel like Death hits 2, Puppy gets Gush, and he just dies. He's actually dead.
Puppy?
Oh, wait. Oh, he missed.
They walk away. And they have to make the choice to
He's
go back and get the
living.
bounty, or they're getting creeps instead.
All right.
I mean, yeah, that it's really dangerous.
That's what happens when you come to TI 10 times. You're actually immune to the caster curse.
Exactly.
No matter how hard they try. It
Well,
just
we
can't be done.
we cursed him, right? Because we said that he was going to die.
Oh, right. It's always the reverse.
Yeah.
Ah, true. Okay. So no one's immune. Got it.
Ooh, Chewin almost ends up going down there, but has the bottle up afterwards, and oh, he's gonna get his water rune sniped Yapsor comes on over. That one hurts. That's a frustrating one for Fnatic, and in fact, he's going to have to ferry out a salve for himself. No. Great.
Yapsor comes in with a very late ward as well here at 2.5 minutes on that bottom rune. They did the same thing last game too, where they didn't place that initial ward for Nisha in the lane because everyone scouts them, right? And especially last game when they have the trance, it's super free. So it's kind of cool that they avoid that. And then that way you're getting more vision on the valuable runes, right? Because like you got water runes at 2 and 4, and then this is going to be a lot better when you get into those like more impactful runes, the power runes coming out.
I wonder if we start seeing people bring over those sentries when they see the supports come mid.
Yeah.
Could happen.
How's our first Rookie of the tournament doing down here? So far, they're jumping onto Zai, actually. A little bit of damage in here as they hop onto DJ. Yeah, it looks like it's a turn and burn kill.
That is a good chunk of damage there. The stun afterwards, and first blood drawn by Yapsor. Raven walks away, but can't really do all that much to help out his support. Man, does have at least the stick charges working, so should be able to stay fairly comfortable in that regard. But 14-1 versus the 16-0 from Zai. And Zai playing a real hero this time. No offense to the IO, but you know, it's a little bit weird.
A hero where he gets to make some deeper plays, right,
Yeah.
without necessarily needing someone every single time, and easier to set up, doing something other than just like teleporting someone to a place on the map.
What you want to see for sure. Chuan going to pick up the bounty rune, stacks up the camp, and head back toward the mid lane. There is another rotation over. Yapsor again denying that one from the Ember as, well, we talked about it. Puppey ends up going down. So quick kill with the combo of death and jabs.
Not first, though.
Not first.
He lived long enough. Did not give first blood over to his the opponents of his carry, but now Matsuya. 1-1-1, level 3 onto the tower. Very much pressured right now. It's just, I know, every anchor smash just hurts.
That's a lot.
And that's an Orb of Corrosion, too, on the Tide. So this is frightening.
Yeah, it's a ton of minus armor.
It stacks, too, with the Weaver, right?
Yeah, it is. This is deadly. Have to be very careful. Steps off to the side. The sleep will get off in time. Tumba Man gets hit with the Sakuchi.
I thought they might go in, though. Yeah.
They're thinking about it. The bugs are out now, though, and Puppey in some trouble. Chase down coming. Has to make the choice. Do I hit the bugs? Do I hit the heroes? Do I try and get out of there? Nothing works. And Jabs finds another kill. No TP back for 40. It's walk of shame time.
Those bugs. I mean, that's just level 1 bugs, too. Like, what do you do? You know, as an ET, there's no good solution when you're getting doubled up on like that. And another death and a walk of shame, yeah. 27 seconds of no TP.
Feels like the only thing you can do is just like give up that pull in a way, like which you obviously can't do. You have to give up your life for the. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, it came in at the end of the life of that ward, so value. That's kind of interesting because they knew that was there that whole time, right?
Yeah.
He literally just came in for the gold bonus.
Yeah.
That's it.
Chuan deciding to take the 3 points in Flame Guard against the Invoker. Which is pretty interesting, because I feel like a lot of the other times we've seen Ember play this matchup, it's been like a Sleight of Fist maxing out build. But I guess you still need this to be able to catch up with the farm.
Exactly. Like it's more about like just like, you know, everything else in the game. It's like, you know, I just won't get a dispelled. How about that?
True.
Easy strategy.
Yapsor gets himself a haste and is going to pick up bounty and head on back to this bottom lane where, again, Zai does not really seem to care all that much about Raven and what he's been working on. Still getting some pretty decent farm on Raven, though. Tread's done, along with some raindrops and trying to get towards that Blade of Alacrity.
We assume defusal, but, you know, obviously not a lot of Ricky's happening right now.
Chunk of damage. Jab shows up now. The minus arm are going to start to get thrown, and a couple quick right clicks into the kill. Raven getting on the board.
Yeah, again, not a very common hero. I'm looking through some of the more recent pros. Most people still going for the defusal. A couple people trying some different builds here. Looks like between like maybe some Echo Sabers and everything, getting a little bit wild. But for the most part, we're just doing Diffusal, Manta, and then the Shard.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes. But I'm down for the Maelstrom too. We'll see.
Across all the lanes, they're winning them just ever so slightly on the side of Fnatic. I think that though some of this is like also Chuen farming up the neutral creep, so there is still actually a lead by Nisha in the mid lane, about half a level or so. But it's been a very passive one so far. Only 4 kills so far in the 7.5 minutes that it's been working. Mars trying to get towards potentially a Vanguard. Could go a lot of different ways with this build though. Getting the first couple of neutral items as well. And Diffusal Blade also on the mind of Atumbaman. 3-1. 8-minute mark and almost an earn done for Nisha. Seeing if he can get the rune. Does he jump to it on the Ember? No.
Poor Invoker players. It must be weird playing a mid that feels like, I don't know, it feels like you never get much out of runes, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have heroes like Storm where it's just like, that's your life when you're playing.
That's all you can do.
The Invokers in most of our games we've had have been so static too. Like you expect a lot when you tend to see the Quaspex Invoker, but really struggling to get many plays around the map. And I mean, they're still building Urn because they have Cold Snap. So sometimes it feels like they're struggling a little bit in those couple engagements because they're not built up on the Urns right away. But he has a Mars in this game, so I'm expecting he's going to rotate to Zai and try and get a kill. That should be your goal, right? Or Zai maybe will come to him as well if they want to get that mid tower.
Bringing the App Store in the area and placing another one of these wards. This one within a vision of this observer. So we'll get this dewarded most likely by Fnatic in the next couple of minutes. But look at Chuen chasing in, and well, Nisha is nearby. Remnant's backing away, forces the rotation.
It's been a trend of the better teams that we've seen here has been taking farm away in your opponent's part of the map. Usually by moving in there and farming. Of course, they doubled up on that last game by not only moving in and taking farm, but also just blocking it out with the Treants if they wanted to secure their own farm instead. So very much on the mind of Fnatic. It seems to be an economic-based team in this early game.
Yeah, absolutely. They have Death drop down somewhat low, doesn't have the mana for much of anything at this point, but all 5 heroes from Fnatic heading up to this top side. Has a Remnant down, Chuen gonna push out this lane. Dapsor is there to interrupt and to try and mess with them a little bit, but if anybody shows up to defend on Secret, he can quickly rejoin his team as we get towards this 10-minute mark.
Jeez, and look how quickly Jabs just goes bottom. He's like, yeah, there's no way like they're going to stop this. I'm coming down here. I want to slow down what Zai's doing.
Yeah. Quick pushes.
Has to be careful, though, because that's a very tempting hero to go for with a single rotation. Jabs could go down. He's not sure how many heroes are down here, right? He doesn't know that's just Zai. That's why he's pulling him way back.
So they're starting to show on the mid lane now, and that gives him a little bit more confidence on Jabs that he likely won't go down, although the rotations are coming. Puppy down here as well.
Cool build, though. Maelstrom, or Medallion into a Atos.
Okay.
For Jabs.
Oh, this is, I think we saw Crit do something like this when we were watching the, pub games beforehand, except he went Urn first, but then afterwards into a Gleipnir. Jabs.
Yeah, and we've seen the Solar Crest too, right? Quite a bit.
Ooh. Chase, stomp off the mark. Jabs still living through this one, but the
That's a
chase
second
down
stomp.
is there. Stick living? No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Jabs giving the team secret lines.
It's good he contributed, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. Meanwhile, mid, Death loses all of his mana to Nisha. Just going to stand there and take it. A couple more punches from on the low ground. And it looks like the tier 1 tower bottom is going to fall. So Fnatic not trying to get aggro or really fight this yet. Waiting for that Diffusal Blade to be done on Raven. And guess what? Just now completed. Do they want to defend mid? TP's coming in.
I
They're
feel
in
like
the area.
they just click Death and they're just like, there's no way this guy's fighting. Like, look at him. He's so low HP. He'd have to Soul Ring for a Ravage. He just dies.
Yeah, that was a little bit dubious. And this was right as the Diffusal Blade was done, too. Interesting.
It feels like he threw away his life to hold this tower.
But if they can get the kill on Anisha, that would be bigger. The chase forward looking for him. Can they find that kill? Rooted, right-clicked, almost dead. Oh, they got the dust and the ignite. That might be enough as they slowly, steadily whittle him down and they get the finish.
He died because of the Vool Assassin.
Yeah.
He was Vool Assassin there and losing out on his regen, and he wasn't able to regen enough back up to get past that like ignite and bug damage. The Vools got the kills, guys. Best
They're
neutral
strong.
creeps. Too strong.
35% regen reduction when
Boom.
the Venom weapon is on you.
Get Vooled, fool. See those Quas orbs? No cares.
They're strong.
He's probably like, how am I dying? How's this possible?
Where's my regen? No, he knew it was up. But yeah, it's looking very back and forth. I will say that Matama Man feels like he has a much better game this time around than he did before. Fusel Blade
How about
done, top
Puppy's
network.
game? Top there. Quick, better hurry. Oh, he got there.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough that way.
It's so fast. Ah, good times. You know, remember, do you start playing Dota and they were just Rickies in every game?
Yeah.
Was that was my life. I remember that. I'm sure it's probably still the same. And you know, when you're a
No
noob
doubt.
and a lower MMR and
Yeah.
at the I mean, he used to be Invis from the start of the game. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even level 6. He was just Invis.
What he did. But tower mid denied by jabs. Speaking of Invis, do they get this D ward? They see the ward. Yeah, they're gonna take it down now. Interesting stuff to watch in this one, though. We'd already talked about the Bloodlust being a really big win that you can do. Oh, look at this move from Fnatic. They're coming into their own jungle, recognizing that there's going to be a move here. Yapsor has Sakuchi stolen. And are they looking for him or are they looking for the kill onto Zai? Either way, they're going to get him. Root comes out, Raven chased down. They have the Cloud. They've got the slow, and Zai going to fall. Easy peasy.
I wonder how does our game look these days? Because like there's so many interesting discussions about Ricky and like Invis heroes in general, which we don't have time for, but that's just well, moving towards death up here by the looks of it. I mean, teammates are TPing. Raven's
He's a
he
big
is Soul Ring
watermelon.
Ravage. Soul
He
Ring
also has
Ravage.
Stick. There's the turn. Catches on to 3. They have the Cloud down afterwards, trying to bring down Nisha. Death baited that out perfectly.
Oh, that was such a good rotation.
Sometimes you just got 13 stick charges.
You know what that was? That was 4 points in Kraken. You know, not taking more points in the Gush there is what
Yeah.
helped him so much there. Getting off multiple more dispels because of that.
Impressive performance.
You know, I actually, I can't believe how many times Ricky's been changed. I was like looking through the change logs. Like, 'cause when I started, it was 6, and then they changed it to a W for his invis, and now we're back to the 6.
Right.
Maybe he'll go back again someday for the real pain. But anyway, sentries in general, right? There's this whole since TI 8, really, sentries have just been spammed all over the map. That's kind of been the thing, right? Like we had to they got a lot cheaper. We had to institute like a limit and everything, and that's really impacted Invis heroes in a way that I don't know if it's even been fully like measured really, because it's so hard to gauge. But it feels worse dropping sentries in team fights, right? Even though they're cheap. You kind of like as a support. There's a lot of games where you just like run out of sentries, not by gold, but the fact you just can't afford any more. And then
Yeah.
Dust is so unreliable in terms of like trying to actually keep an eye on an Invis hero, especially when it's so crucial, like a position 1 like that. Like, you can't let this guy get away. And plus, Ricky half the time isn't even like he's invisible, and then he's just invulnerable because of tricks of the trade.
It's an incredibly frustrating hero to play against, and
So why isn't he more popular?
TJ.
That's the question.
Well,
I mean, look at this.
I think we might see why a little bit later on this game, depending upon how all this goes. They jump out. Actually, Raven wasn't able to find the finish on the puppy.
He was respecting it. He
Now
just
the
backed
chase
away.
down. Arena's there. They get the dust onto him. Raven caught. Raven killed.
Oh, is that why? He's
know?
really squishy?
You know, there's a chance.
He's 20 armor, though. How can he be squishy?
That could have been part of the reason.
That was a lot of magic damage.
You're not wrong. I guess the other thing, too, is just that, like, inability to pressure towers that effectively, and we're seeing some of that as well. Only one Tier 1 tower taken by Fnatic, in spite of that good early game that they had.
Oh, and you see what DJ just did there too. Like he tried to get an initial kill onto Puppey, helping with the fire blast. His jabs. Will he get off the ulti? Doesn't even need it.
Yeah, gonna be able to chase, get the kill.
Thought he might have had one more spell there or something, but jabs, all good. But anyway, he tried to get the kill, then he went in behind the tower, placed a ward, but Puppey instantly dewarding it too. So very disappointing, because of course you want that deep vision when you're playing with a Riki, because he's someone who can go for these kills much safer than other carries and can sync up with some of your more mobile heroes like the Ember Spirit.
Jabs caught, not gonna be enough damage though. Time lapse it off, and Zai bit off more than he can chew. Gonna try and find that kill, but a big Earth Splitter comes through onto 2.
There's Ravage here.
A chance, a hope, a dream, looking for Matumba Man, low on mana. Are they gonna be able to find anything else? No mana on death for the Ravage, but they still manage to take down both. And Secret, they keep on getting aggressive like this, and you know, occasionally it's been going well for them, but that one certainly did not.
I feel like they weren't quite confident that was Matu.
Yeah.
And so he didn't want to rip the Ravage there, but he very easily could have got him there. The EMP that came out as well from Nisha, just sapping everything. Very important that he has the soaring of 1 this game, and he essentially has to keep those stacks. Like he can't waste them at any point, because he has to be aware of the potential of that EMP coming out and trying to get a grab that. Oh, but Death's in.
They got him back
Oh,
behind.
he's just gone.
That Atos is so good. Matumba Man still chasing. They gotta be careful. Ravage is available from Death. Drops it around onto 3. Triple Remnant 4, but interrupted. Oh, Nisha coming in with that save. Will it be enough? Dodges the EMP. Raven still in on top of multiple. Jabs is off to the side. They have another round of Atos.
They're just
As
stuck
they
on the
wanna
wall.
Bring them down. Another round of this one. Puppey very low. Matumba Man in trouble. Raven is just an assassin.
And the DD still on trend. They don't get the hit there to confirm that Nisha's running away in that direction, but run away he shall and lose his tower.
Big Ravage, a lot of damage dealt by that, and as you mentioned, that DD and a couple sleight of fists did all the work from the Ember, and Raven was there for the cleanup.
Also, not burning Ravage in that fight at the outpost, giving them that. Yeah, we can take a replay on that for sure. Thank you very much, production. Having the Ravage here is absolutely huge. Death's confidence just walk in here. This feels so good, right? Max Kraken Shell, that was an anchor smash and the backstab there, blowing up the App Store. Zero contribution really into this engagement. Arena is nice, but you know, we talked about there's a lot of heroes that are just getting through that and getting over top of it. And then just like Ravage blow up, sets the fight easily. This ice wall is pretty annoying. You can see Raven tries to get around it. He's just like stuck on the side, but eventually with the bugs coming through, it's a field day for Raven with the backstab physical damage. And now the Earth Splitter also not using that fight, but it doesn't get enough damage. He lived.
Oh my god. He lives on just nothing there.
What?
40 some on HP. That was crazy. Oh man. So gets the Remnant out. Ember living on a prayer.
He had 2 HP after that Earth Splitter. Come on.
That's wild. 15-5. I thought that it was going to turn into a quick kill there, but, you know, right now, yeah, that's the difference. It's only 3 points in Exort. Like, Nisha has to get this other stuff for the team fight and, you know, sustain and everything else, but this is the downside to the Quaswex Invoker. Man, Fnatic are looking good.
Yeah, I love what they've done with their item builds too, because like going for this Diffusal and the Manta, he's not going towards like an anti-PL build, but Jabs is, right? Like you mentioned, like, he's got the Atos, he's going to go for that Maelstrom next, and he can really help out with that Gleipnir. That's going to be very frustrating for Matu to deal with.
Jabs has been such a great player in this series for them here, and you know, again, ooh, time lapses away, baits out the arena, and gets out before Zai could throw anything.
He's also been the important chat wheel hero too.
Yeah.
You know, you look, press enter.
Look at him. It's just all Jabs. He's
That's it.
giving him
Literally,
the tip
look,
afterwards.
Look, scroll up.
It just keeps going.
It's literally just Jabs. And
That
he
is
high-fived the
unreal.
App Store too.
Oh my god, and in the meantime, while we're looking at Jabs shenanigans, Raven takes down Matumba Man again. Yapsor, oh, the look, not gonna find him.
Oh, we just missed the carry dying. Okay.
Don't worry about it,
Yeah,
it's
it's fine,
perfectly
it's fine.
fine.
Dire's middle tower is under
Well, it looks like it was a Ricky Silence into an Ogre Stun, and he died, because what are the tools versus Ricky Silence right now? They have 4 staff on 2 heroes. That is good. They're going to go for a 3rd one as well on the ET. Obviously, they just weren't able to save him that time.
heads-up play there. Nisha recognizing the danger. They smoked and then immediately ran top to try and find him, but weren't able to get that connection from Fnatic. With Manta, there's a chance that you could just, you know, blow up any one of these heroes. Pop Manta, blow somebody up, and, you know, deals with the cold snap and everything else. And with a little bit of an update there we got from our producer yet again, as we will see
Spoilers
a quick kill
alert.
here onto Yapzor. Most likely, potentially. Double jump, yeah, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, very good at that one.
LGD won their game number 2 in 17 minutes for all you prediction fans out there.
Uh-oh.
So that does mean that Elephant get 0-2'd, and this, I mean, it's just more and more of the same. Tiebreakers are approaching.
Yeah, definitely one of the more expected results of the day. Raven gets a bottle handed to him from Chuan there. Just to give him the DD for the Roche, though. Not going to be saving that for any potential team fight. Send in the Tide. Position yourself behind. And look at this Roche go. That is a Roche hero, ladies and gentlemen. Not one you typically think of, but look at that with a DD.
This is crazy.
Bloodlust, too. Like, Raven is just shredding. And Roche is just missing.
Yeah.
Evade. Evade.
Keeps on getting brought down, and... well, I mean, Secret, it hasn't looked particularly good. I don't know exactly what's been going on, but a combination of, you know, obviously last game, Fnatic kind of getting into their heads, it felt like, and getting into blocking the Ancient camps continuously. This game, Ricky's felt like a really good answer. I think that Death has been playing phenomenally, and Jabs, again, finding those pickoffs and finding himself a good amount of farm. He's like almost up with Zai again.
Did you check DJ's career?
Oh,
is DJ playing, guys? What's coming? What is it, Gabe?
Is it the shard?
No. No,
Wait,
where is it?
What the
Oh,
hell?
here it comes. No.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? What?
Ogre Midas.
Oh,
We get to
no.
watch the multicast. Let's go.
Alright, let's see if it works. Is the multicast all plugged in? The first one is the most important one.
That is true. That sets the tone for the game here. All right, look, he's waiting for it. All right, here he goes. Right onto the birds. Let's go. Let's go. Triple, triple, triple. Oh! He got two.
God.
He got two. No threes yet. We're getting there,
pretty
though.
Are scanning.
Dude, if he I mean, he's going to get into some real items here at this as they jump in. And again, it happens so quickly. Like, if you see somebody, they die. This game just feels so difficult for Seeker right now. Like, where do you play? Breaking smokes on Zai?
I'll tell you one thing. I've lost all faith in Invoker in this group stage. I feel like he doesn't do anything until like 40 minutes.
Ooh. Hello. Jabs, Yapzor run into each other. Get the vision, find the root, and, well, with that, they're going to get another pickoff. Blows them up over to the side. Zai also in trouble. So they lose one, they lose two. Puppy died over by the Ancients. Only Matumba Man left alive in combo with Nisha on opposite sides of the map, hoping to hold off this crazy
They're just putting
aggression.
them like on tilt, right? Like that kill was so long ago on Puppy. He still wasn't even back though.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Nisha's just getting ran at. Could try and evoke something to get out of there, possibly. Puppy gets there with the sleep. That's just going to be enough to get him out.
It feels like a game of just delay and wait until they can actually get some contribution from their mid lane and try and get Matu some crazy place where he's insane on the PL, but it's not looking too hot right now for Team Seeker. Fnatic just playing incredibly well and really punishing what seems to be a very static team fight from Secret. It feels like kind of like flowcharty, like how you play Dota in a certain way of just like, you know, this tower, then that tower, then Roche. That's how they have to fight all the time. And then you see that.
my
Nisha's just
God.
gone.
So quickly. Does steal remnants now on Yapzor, but will it
Look
be
at
enough?
Matu, that's
They're
real.
chasing it for more. The Ravage is out. He is absolutely
Where are these
getting
force staffs?
shredded. Oh, but there's Splitter. Is it going to be enough damage? Can they bring him down in time? Matumba Man, Doppelganger trying to lift a good chunk of damage, but it is not enough. 3 dead. Puppy going down to boot. Yapzor nowhere left to hide. As Jabs and Death chase, looking for the kill. Will they get him? Lift up, Jabs. Ooh, goes a bit too far, and Yapzor able to get him back the other way. And Jabs like, all right, that was pretty good. Well played. And still the only one that is doing any chat wheel usage in this game, it feels like.
Puppy pinged some bottles.
Yeah.
That was it. 9x streak. Oh man, he's getting for the Arcana gems right now. And DJ, he just keeps on hitting them.
It's crazy.
That means his last Midas must have been a multicast too.
True
This guy's
enough.
on point. 10 odds, 1 in 18. Can I get some more? Are you clicked on the ogre?
Oh,
Yo,
no,
click
I'm
on the
not.
ogre. You gotta. We gotta see if he does it again. You
It
guys
wouldn't
ready?
let me.
I'll tell you.
Okay,
All right.
give me the updates. This is
I'll
truly
let you know.
the most important.
No. Back to the ogre. The people need to know. All right, the odds of this, they get lower and lower. Oh, 1 in 24 odds.
All right. What more can we find? The odds.
Guys,
what is the odds that Fnatic is going to win this game?
It just keeps getting worse and worse for Secret. Oh, he got 12 in a row. That's 1 in 32 odds, guys, of this happening. That's what that means every time.
That's crazy.
1 in 42, 13.
All right,
All right, the Midas.
All right, we actually have to watch
Oh,
it
here
this
we
time.
go.
There it is, the big one. Will he get it? Dude.
This is the only
DJ,
one that matters.
what?
No, he's looking for a triple camp. He wants a camp with more units.
He's like,
all right, here we go.
I'm dead.
Here it is. Oh, my
he got
God.
two. He got two. Whoa, he got another one.
Dude, 1 in 75. This is the luckiest ogre I've ever seen.
We're not allowed to leave until he misses one. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. He's not casting abilities right now.
Yeah, he might, though. What if he bloodlust? That still counts.
Dude, we're shilling so hard for this Arcana right now.
Yeah, don't you guys want the experience of seeing this number pop up all the time?
Death, in the meantime, again playing with this shard, starting to pressure on to that tier 2 tower here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
It's all right, I'll warn you when he's going to do something. I got you covered.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this game has become the DJ show. I feel like, oh, 16! That's 1 in 100 odds! I feel like this math can't be right.
This is actually crazy.
Oh, he missed it. He missed it. 16 streak.
Oh.
That's 7 gem points, though, towards the Arcana. Unbelievable. 1 in 100 odds.
That's crazy.
Guys, we just witnessed something special together. That was the odds of Fnatic 2-0ing Secret.
And they're doing it.
And
They're that
here we are.
1%. They are the one chance in 100.
But not really, because, they've looked very, very strong. I think after game 1, it was looking more than likely they were going to do this again here. And just such a great lineup to suit the way that they're playing well here.
But to be honest, when I came into this one, obviously Fnatic is a really good team and they've been building steam, but our last experience watching Secret was in that LGD match, and they looked really good.
They looked on par.
But this is the thing to me that stands out about Fnatic, is that it feels like they take teams out of their comfort zone. And they're causing them to play in ways that they don't necessarily want to.
Cheers for the multicast.
Oh, Chase. Puppy in some trouble. Gonna get caught. Yapzor's on the other side. Earth Splitter comes out. Doesn't connect onto anybody. Supports go down. And Fnatic continue. They're slaying ways through this game. It's 26-6.
All right, will Secret get 7 kills? Do you think they'll get one more kill this game, or is this game just done?
I think they will.
I think they get 8 kills. No, actually, you know what? I think they're going to get 6 kills. I don't think they're going to get another kill.
Really?
They can't fight. Unless this game drags really long. I mean, how good's the high grounding? It's pretty bad. They have a tricore of Tide, Ricky, and Ember Spirit.
They need that shard on the Tide Hunter.
He's got it. He's good. This is like Timbersaw getting the flamethrower. Death is the tower hitter.
Death is going to need to get the Aegis so he can walk high ground. Juan?
All right, but not actually.
Oh my God, Trent, you caster cursed him again.
No, he's fine.
They go in. Dude, Trent, how do you do this every time? What is wrong with you?
Guys, it's only 1,300 pure damage, all right?
You are unbelievable.
Surely he'll be fine.
Surely. Literally every day. We come in here. Trent's like,
look,
"You're
I
not
want
gonna
exciting
die."
games, okay?
That's fair. It's a good point. They do deny the DD.
Oh, he denies Poppy of his life, though.
Ooh, big jump in there. That was very well played.
He's like, I am death, and so are you.
Takes him down.
He just whispers.
That's the way to do it. 27-7. And they continue to do a good job of finding kills around the map. But the big thing is that it feels like that kill on the Ember opened up an entire other side for Secret. They can push out, get some more farm onto the PL. He can get into his next item looking for that heart. Again, you talked about the Ricky not necessarily being a great answer for the PL on a one-on-one basis. Is there a point where Matumba Man can kind of get out of control in this one and eventually carry this game? Do you see that as a possibility?
I definitely do. The defusal is pretty scary this game for an Ember and a Tide, of course, right?
Right.
You've seen it. They have EMP as well. So if any hero gets caught by both EMP as well as a little swarm of mini Matus, then you might just not be able to cast spells.
Right.
Turns out those are pretty, what do we say when you're losing a game of Dota? Guys, please cast your spells.
Right.
Just hit your spells.
Exactly.
We'll be okay. It's the #1 rule in Dota. Watch the ball. That's sport ball. Dota, cast your spells. I don't even care if you hit your spells. Just cast them, please.
Yeah, make it happen. Nullifier's coming out for Raven. I guess that's the other thing, too, is if, Matumba Man can do some sneaky stuff with, like, baiting out one of the illusions from the Doppelganger or what have you, that might be one of the avenues that they could take to open up some space. The danger part is, again, like even like you were talking about this Gleipnir picked up, if that reveals the real Matumba Man and then the Ricky's able to jump on top, things could get a little bit scary. Wouldn't mind seeing maybe a butterfly or something. I don't know. It's just, there's so many different things that they need on Secret that it feels very difficult this game.
Well, there's a shard coming out here. I don't think the dart's worth it.
No?
I don't know. I feel like actually, Ember already has his. Never mind. I think we are getting the dart. Oh, no. Jabs wants it. Oh, wait. No. We got dart. We got dart. I guess the nerf on the Weaver one, right? So, Sleeping Dart, all right? Now, if you guys have seen an offlane Rick in your pubs, condolences, because I know it's annoying, but you do Sleeping Dart into Meteor Hammer. As a carry player, it's still a crazy useful tool. You just get to put someone out of the fight for 4 seconds.
And there's a couple heroes that feel like it would fit really well against. For instance, the ET, you're trying to get an Echo Stomp off or something like that. Yapsor obviously has been a really impressive, disruptor of the team fights. That
would be so good. Sleeping a Rubik, right? Because, like, Rubik, it's all about your timing.
Exactly.
You have to be ready to every single moment.
And the big thing with Ricky on the Sleeping Dart is how long of a range it is. Like, you look at that and you
they actually just nerfed it, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It was even further before.
But with this Aegis, it does present some more problems for Fnatic, which is, like, how do you actually end this game with this lineup? The biggest tower hitter that you have is Tidehunter. I literally thought that they might have put an Aegis on him just so that they could walk and anchor smash the tower. But recognizing, like, we still need to be able to keep our Ricky alive, they're going to give it over there.
He is on the Tide. He's going Refresher so that he can double anchor smash towers.
Got it. Yeah. That's why he's doing that.
Yes, that is the main point, I believe. Yeah, this is really quite the Yapsor play. He did this last game on the Pango when they were behind, right? He's just sitting on this pillar bottom. Ember's walked by. He's still just sitting. Just chilling. He has Blink Force staff. Figures he's invincible.
Yeah.
If only he could, like, Fade Bolt the Creep Wave, it would be perfect. Or he's just AFK.
That's a possibility, too. Doing some taunt. This is professional gameplay right there.
Yep. This is all it takes, guys.
This is the thing.
To be a TI.
The line between, like, what looks good in pro play and what looks good in Herald is, like, very similar. It's in item builds and everything.
Oh,
this is a good
play.
My
Clink's just built Maelstrom, nothing else.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Was that Sumail?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was my Herald buddy. Oh, yeah, okay.
It looks funny, but it's actually good. The classic pro player thing.
I mean, look what Yapsor did. He waited all that time. He hopped down, grabbed this wave. He's waiting for his second Fade Bolt. Doesn't have the secondary Stolen spell to clear waves, which is scary. Now, does he feel threatened enough, or does he just jump in the trees? TP or trees? Just trees. Oh, and TP.
Are they going to head up high ground?
Oh,
now?
DJ. We got to watch DJ. We need the multi-hex.
Uh-oh. Oh, lift! Ravage afterwards, though, and the Hex comes out, catches onto both. Look at the damage from Joet! All of it! He on top of everybody. The blow-up isn't enough, though.
He did it!
Try to back away.
The multicast got!
Unreal.
He got the PL and the Invoker.
Dude.
He got them both.
That is so sick. Sometimes it's good to be good, sometimes it's good to be lucky, and DJ, a little bit of both in this game. 24,000 gold lead now, and an easy way to go high ground, they just call it, it's over. Go high ground by killing everybody, and that's what they did. Fnatic came in and played 2 flawless games. They are no longer in contention to be eliminated, and in fact, it's now Secret that are in a little bit of a scary spot for their upper bracket lives.
They just dismantled Secret. I don't know what the secret is to Team Secret and how they play Dota, but Fnatic does. Because they got the answer. They figured it out.
That was sick. Dude, the jabs, running in, blocking out camps the first time, and then playing. I mean, he had a standout series. Raven played. Everybody just was really
I feel
good.
like DJ wasn't getting any love in game 1 because he's just baining around. And then game 2, same thing. So we had to hype him up a little. And then he gets the multicast Hex just to guarantee it on top of the Ravage.
Which is
Let's go, DJ!
He's literally in control of none of that. Like, we're hyping up, 1 in 100, all this stuff.
He went brown boots into that, all right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Impressive showing from Fnatic. Secret. I mean, that's tough. And again, thinking about what they have to go forward, it's going to be Vici Gaming. That's a scary matchup. And the game, it's somewhat in their hands, but also outside of their hands in a way.
Breakers.
There's a lot of them. We'll have to see. Team Spirit also won as a little bit of spoilers, so a lot of action that's happening all around the I want to say league. I want to say it's groups. That's the word I'm looking for.
That's the one. Yeah.
But 2 more series still to be played, and then tiebreakers afterwards, which feel inevitable at this point. But for now, we're going to go a quick break. We get back. Somebody else is going to be in the spots, casting a different game. Don't know who, don't know what, don't know where, but it's going to be right here, right then.